The Rangers have also played just 15 games. They are 7-6-2 and have 16 points. The Columbus Blue Jackets sit in 13th. They have 17 games on the docket. They are 6-8-3 with 15 points. New Jersey Devils have played 16 games. They are 5-7-4 and have 14 points. The Ottawa Senators have played 16 games. They are 6-9-1 with 13 points. And in last, the Detroit Red Wings have played 19 games. They are 6-12-1 and also have 13 points as well. Now we flip to the Western Conference. The Western Conference, again, I will go with 1 through 8. Right now, the defending Stanley Cup champions are the number one team in the Western Conference. The St. Louis Blues have played 18 games. They are 12-3-3 with 27 points. The Edmonton Oilers are number 2. They've played 19 games. They are 12-5-2 with 26 points. The Calgary Flames sit in 3rd. They are 20 games. They have 10 wins, 7 losses, and 3. They have 23 points. The Colorado Avalanche are in 4th, 17 games, 10 wins, 5 losses, 2 overtime. They have 22 points. The Nashville Predators have played 17 games. They are 9-5-3 with 21 points. The Vancouver Canucks are in 6th. They've played 18 games. They are 9-6-3 with 21 points. The Winnipeg Jets, 18 games played. They are 10-7-1 with 21 points. And rounding out the top 8 is the Vegas Golden Knights. They've got 19 games. They are 9-7-3 with 21 points. And guys, here are the bottom. These are the bottom 6 or bottom 7. Excuse me. We will have a 17 joining the conference next year, and that'll be the new Seattle franchise in 2020. The 19 is the Arizona Coyotes. They played 17 games. They are 9-6-2 with 20 points. The Anaheim Ducks have played 18 games. They are 9-8-1 with 19 points. The Dallas Stars have played 18 games. They are 8-8-2 with 18 points. Chicago Blackhawks are in 12th. They are 6-7-4 with 16 points. The San Jose Sharks are in 13th with 18 games played. They are 7-10-1 with 15 points. The Minnesota Wild have played 17 games. They are 6-10-1 with 13 points. And in dead last, with 17 games played, the Los Angeles Kings are 5-11-1 with 11 points, which I believe at the previous moment, guys, 11 points is the least amount of points, within Ottawa and Detroit being at 13 will be the next lowest as well. But that's kind of, again, we're still kind of early. Again, as you can see, they have not even played 20 games yet. As we move into November, we are now into the second month of the season. But again, guys, this is still early on in the NHL season, still early on in the NBA season as well. So there's still a lot of hockey and a lot of basketball still left to play. Those standings, again, that you heard me go through could change dramatically within the next month, 2 months, and all the way by the end of the season. We could have different things going on. But that's just kind of the wrap-up, guys, of what's going on in the NBA and the NHL. Let me go ahead, guys, because I think the baseball awards will be handed out tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, make sure. I believe I saw something that they'll be handed out this week. So let's go down the list, guys, of the NA, the NL, and AL All-Star, the awards that will be handed out for the MLB. And because I wasn't on here, I want to congratulate the Washington Nationals on their first World Series win. I haven't been on here since the World Series concluded again because I was sick and I had some things come up, so I couldn't do my show. So I want to congratulate all the Washington National fans out there on your first World Series championship. It's very exciting. But again, looking forward, congratulations to the Nationals. Let's go ahead, guys, and start with the Rookie of the Year. Looks like they'll be handed out. Yeah, it looks like they'll be handed out tonight. It looks like they're going to be on the MLB Network later this evening. So it'll be on tonight right before my Tampa Talk show starts. Let's start with the American League finalists for Rookie of the Year. The first person is Jordan Alvarez, DH and outfielder for the Houston Astros. In 369 plate appearances, he had 27 homers, including one that went to the rarely touched third deck at Minute Maid Park. He is the only rookie in the modern era, minimum of 300 plate appearances with a higher OPS mark than Alvarez. 173 was shoeless Joe Jackson with the 1911 Cleveland Naps. The next one, guys, would be Brandon Lowe, second baseman outfielder for the Tampa Bay Rays. Through injury, sidelined him much in the second half. It was Brandon Lau, excuse me. Had an all-star first full season with 270 batting average, 336 on-base percentage, and 514 slash and a 124 OPS to make him an impact on the AL wildcard winning Rays. The last recipient would be John Means of the Baltimore Orioles. He's a left-handed pitcher, so he's up for Rookie of the Year. It was a rough year for the Orioles, but the 26-year-old Means offered to help in the form of a 3.6 ERA and a 1.31 ERA across 155 innings. The O's won 12 times in his 27 starts and just 42 times in their other 135 games. So he did very well for that. And here, guys, are the National League finalists for Rookie of the Year, starting with Pete Alonso, first baseman for the New York Mets. As the first rookie ever to lead the majors outright in home runs with 53, Alonso made a huge splash in Queens after the Mets opted to roster him on opening day. His 941 OPS was seventh among all NL qualifiers. He even won the home run derby. The next one, guys, would be Mike Sikora, the right-handed pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. He had a 2.68 ERA and 169 ERA plus and 174 two-thirds innings across 29 starts. The then 21-year-old Sikora broke out as central figure of Atlanta's rotation and pitched himself into the fringes of a Cy Young discussion. The last one, guys, would be Fernando Tatis Jr. I mentioned him earlier on my show about him and about the young stars that are coming up through. The other one would be Vlad Guerrero Jr. But Tatis, injuries abbreviated his electric talent, all-inspiring rookie season. Tatis hit 317, 379, and a 590 slash with 22 homers and 372 plate appearances. And as some standout defensive gems as a base running feats in his age 20 season, making him nothing short of one of the most exciting young players in baseball. Okay, guys, so the next award that will be handed out, this will be handed out on Tuesday, will be Manager of the Year. So let's go through the American League first. The first finalist is Rocco Baldelli of the Minnesota Twins, where the Rookie of the Year award for managers Baldelli would be the runaway winner after leading the Twins to a 23-win improvement from 78 to 101 in their first AL Central title since 2010. The next one, guys, is Aaron Boone of the New York Yankees. Any perceived built-in advantage of managing a star-laden squad with a big payroll was wiped away by a truly ridiculous run of injuries to promote players, but it didn't prevent Boone's Yankees from running away with their first AL East title since 2012. The final, guys, would be Kevin Cash of the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays have no shortage of injury bug bites in 2019, as well as they had the lowest opening day payroll in baseball. But Cash's progressive managerial style and ability to achieve buy-in from his players continue to pay dividends, and the club's aimment of the second wild card spots. Okay, and guys, let's now move to the National League. First of all, guys, it would be Craig Counsell of the Milwaukee Brewers. On the heels of a dramatic run in the National League Central title in 2018, Counsell's Brewers hung tough in the NL playoff picture and then saved their best run for after Christian Yelich was lost to a broken kneecap to nail down a wild card spot. Mike Schmidt of the St. Louis Cardinals is the next finalist. With a .635 winning percentage in the second half, Schmidt's Cardinals won for the first NL Central title since 2015 in its first full season as skipper of St. Louis, was no round in the league predicted to win its division, which undoubtedly works in Schmidt's favor in this vote. The final would be Brian Snitker of the Atlanta Braves. If Snitker wins the award, it wins a second straight year. He'll be the first manager to do so since his mentor Bobby Cox in 2004-2005. The Braves fended off an eventual World Series champion Nationals to win their second straight NL East title, despite the big-ticket acquisitions made by the Mets and Phillies during the offseason. This, guys, would be the Cy Young. So the Cy Young, guys, is next. The Cy Young Award will be next. That'll be handed out on Wednesday. Here are the American League Cy Young Award finalists, starting with Garrett Cole of the Houston Astros. In a free agent walk year, Cole led the AL in ERA 2.50 and fielding independent pitching 2.64 while leading the majors in strikeouts with 326. An ERA of 185 in his 212 and a third innings. He was a 20-game winner. The next one, guys, would be Charlie Morton of the Tampa Bay Rays. Had Morton re-signed with Houston, it might have been an all Astros finalist group, but with the Rays, Morton delivered a 3.05 ERA, 146 ERA plus, and Major League best 0.07 homers per 9 rate across 194 and two-third innings and 33 starts. The final, guys, is Justin Verlander of the Houston Astros. The choice between teammates Cole and Verlander was pretty much impossible in pursuit of his second Cy Young. Verlander had an almost identical ERA of 2.58 compared to Cole with a higher, an MLB leading inning total of 223 and win total of 21. The major's best whip at 0.80 and the AL's best walk to strikeout ratio with 7.7 to 14. That's going to be a tough choice, guys, between those three. The NL Cy Young Award recipient or finalists are Jacob deGrom of the New York Mets. A year after winning the Cy with a record low winning total for a starter 10, deGrom kicked the wins up all the way up to 11 in case that remained strong as he posted 2.43 ERA, 1.67 ERA plus, and a National League best 255 strikeouts across 204 innings and 32 starts. The key was his 1.89 ERA in his last 23 starts. The next guy would be Hyun-Jin Ryu of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Though his workout was more limited and his results less electric in the second half than the first, Ryu finished with a Major League best 2.32 ERA and NL best 1.79 ERA plus and 182 and two-thirds innings over 29 starts. His 1.2 walks per 9 was the best rate in the majors. And the final would be, guys, Max Scherzer of the Washington Nationals. As was the case in the World Series, Scherzer had to overcome injury to deliver his typical brilliance. His 27 starts were the fewest since his rookie year that had a 2.29 ERA and Major League best 2.45 FIP and 7.6 strikeout to walk ratio in 172 and one-third innings. The AL MVP, this is the MVP awards, guys, will be handed out on Thursday. So let's see what's going on there. Okay. Will be handed on Thursday. Here are the AL finalists. The first one is Alex Bregman of the Houston Astros. We had a Fangraphs WAR 8.5, just a whisker behind that of Trout 8.6, and Baseball's Reference WAR 8.4, just ahead of Trout's 8.3. His on-base OPS was 1.015, was third in the AL. He had 80 extra base hits with a Major League high 119 walks for the 107-win Houston Astros. The next one will be Marcus Semien, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, of the Oakland A's. Through hardly a household name, Semien was an essential element in the A's claim of the top wildcard spot. He played every day, made more trips to the plate, 747, than any other big leaguer. He had a solid 2.85, 3.69, and 522 slash to go his well-rated glove work that led to his fifth highest F-WAR, 7.6, in the majors. The final finalist, guys, would be Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. His essential annual placement among the finalists is hindered less by team standing, which didn't matter when he won handily in 2016, and more by the fact that his season ended September 7th. Trout finished as the AL leader in OPS 1.083 and Major League leader in on-base percentage with 438, and OPS plus 185 with the aforementioned WAR tally stacking up well against Bregman despite he missed time.